What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the show. I'm Nana, that's James, that's Josh, and today we have two guests on the show. We'll go ahead and they're going to introduce themselves real quick.
Hey y'all, it's Lola on my Instagram and YouTube and all that is going to be in the description box down below.
Hi guys, it's India. You guys can follow me on Instagram at IndiaAlexis and YouTube at IndiaAlexis too.
That's really professional.
You said professional.
That was really professional.
Straight to the point.
Love it. Alright, so to kick it off, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the trend on Twitter and TikTok where it's like he's a 10, but
Or she's an idiot.
yeah. So we got a few for y'all. Just wanna see what y'all be thinking. So the first one is he's a 10 but isn't religious. Damn.
I would say he's 4.
Oh. Okay.
No Jesus, no.
Yeah, I would say maybe a 6 because I've dealt with something like that before and I tried to change him and it didn't work. It didn't work, so, and then like down the line your morals and your values and stuff just don't align, like kids, marriage, a whole bunch of stuff, so it's like, it's not worth it.
Alright, it sounds like remember down memory lane.
Yeah,
Alright.
triggering.
Alright. So next one is he's a 4 but makes $250K a year at least.
Honestly,
What makes
She had a head.
He's a 10.
no, not even a 10. Let's say it's a 6. Yeah.
Wait,
The money will make me squint my eyes.
oh, he looks like a 4, like
Yeah.
looks like. Oh, okay. I mean, attraction grows. Right?
Wow, that's true. I do. I believe that.
Attraction grows.
I
Like
do.
personality.
Alright,
I need the 250K.
put the 250 aside.
Yeah, the
Well, then I wouldn't be touching you then.
that helps a little bit.
That's wild.
The 250 catches the attraction.
That's crazy. Alright, good.
All right, next one is he's an 8, but he's an extreme mama's boy. Like, tied to the hip.
5. I'll say 5.
Mama up.
Yeah.
You said 5?
Yeah. Because that would be annoying when it's like,
Y'all.
sorry.
I'm just coming.
Men be annoying when it's like OD, so.
You got experience before?
Yeah, most African guys are mama's boys to an extent, so.
Alright.
Yeah.
You feel attacked, but that's cool.
Yeah, he would be I would say a 5 because then it's gonna be a fight between me and his mother all the time.
Ooh.
Like
Who win?
who sits in the front when we're riding in the car.
See, I'm not time.
Who against their friends?
Thanks. Yeah, he's a 5.
All right, bet. So, all right, he's a 10, but most of his friends are girls.
That man cheat.
Well, he ain't got no guy friends.
No, he had guy friends. Just
Most
most
of
of them.
Why?
80%.
Why? Right,
That's
why?
right.
Did he
He's a
just
lovely
have
guy.
them in the past?
Oh.
They're just
No, that's, I really
They're just
believe
friends.
that.
As far as he's told you, they're just friends.
As far as he's
How do guys acquire girlfriends?
It just happens.
The same way we require guy friends. It could be mutual friends.
I'd be like, that's
Don't you have male friends?
I actually don't have a lot of male friends.
Oh,
That's
wow.
not the question though. I said, don't you have male friends?
Yeah, but I'm thinking personally the way that I got male friends is
They got friends on.
yeah, they got friends
Exactly.
on. So
Damn.
That's funny.
Most of them.
It's a lot of stay.
the majority in my adult friendships, yeah, most of them got friends.
So you've never been at work?
Oh yeah, I have platonic
We don't
male
have
friends,
like work friends.
but they're
not,
acquaintances. Friends,
My school friends.
just acquaintances.
I say.
Anyway, that's it. Right? I just yeah, he would be a.
He's a 4, but he's 6'3". She said, well.
The height takes a butt.
Agreed.
Oh, 6'3".
I'm not
even too tall. Like that's not crazy tall.
I'm not even that tall of a person, so I don't really care. So like, that would make him a 6, a 5 or a 6.
So you do care. That's 2
No.
points.
Whatever.
Oh me?
Yeah.
He's a what? A 5?
4.
A 4? He's 6'3". I mean, I feel like height makes a person more attractive to me.
Okay.
So he would be like a It's 6.5.
Okay.
How many more you got, man?
Alright, we'll do like 2 more. Alright.
Okay.
He's a 10 but listens to the Alpha Male podcast.
2.
Like a Kevin Sanders podcast?
Yeah.
-2. Like
Or like a blue pill, you know, like
-2.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Most of those podcasts are just like misogyny and just like woman bashing. And Kevin Samuels, no, I can't do that.
He did have some good points.
Rest.
That's all I was gonna say. Look. He had his days.
It's
but-
not
His delivery was usually ass. But
He
My
had good points.
It's up to your man to pick out the right messages.
I mean, how often do you listen to these podcasts?
Religiously.
No, see,
he subscribed.
He a faithful servant.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or one, wow.
Sheesh. Alright, so this last one will basically lead into our next conversation. So he's a 10, but he's against pro-choice.
He could be a 10 if he's not pro choice.
Look wise.
We're talking about
Looks,
Yeah.
okay. A 1 for me.
Yeah, because if he's against,
Because
Like,
pro choice is a lot of things.
yeah, if he's against abortion rights, he's probably against a lot of the same things that I'm for. So it's probably a good Trump supporter.
That's why it's a stretch. Okay.
I mean, like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Going right on into that conversation, man. Oh, hey, she. Got comfortable real quick.
You gotta be prepared.
I mean, of course, a couple weeks ago, the whole abortion was some versus Roe. I don't know what they were at.
Roe versus Wade?
Roe
Wow.
versus Wade.
Damn, do some research, bro.
Roe versus Wade. I just forgot the names.
No, that's what
I feel like it's kind of hard to answer me this question because it's like that's the answer's gonna be yes. What's your where you at on the whole abortion rights and everything that goes into it? One, I feel like being that it was like all men in the Supreme Court that made the decision or whatever voted. I feel like that took it to another level. It being that I feel like if there was like a portion that wouldn't, maybe I mean the feeling would still be a little the same, but it wouldn't have amped up as much as it was. But what is your whole thought about that whole situation?
You start.
I mean, I feel like a woman's body shouldn't be like controlled by the government.
Okay.
And there's a lot of other things that go into abortion besides not just wanting to have a baby. That like there's you're not able to have a baby, but you have like a miscarriage. You need the baby to be taken out by abortion. You get raped. That's like not too common, but sometimes you get raped and you need an abortion. Like there's a lot of different things that go into it. So, and sometimes you can't afford it. Like, are you gonna pay for the baby after I have the baby? But you're making me have the baby, so yeah, that's my stance on that.
All right. You good? You guys know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what she said. There's just so much nuance that goes into having a kid. Some people just aren't equipped to handle sometimes the baby's special needs, and that's just their choice that they can't handle that. The possibility of rape, incest, and all that other stuff. And then it's not even just like extreme cases like that. It's just a matter of minding your own business. Like that's all I'm saying. It's just a matter of minding your own business. Because like if you said like you're not raising a kid, you're not providing for them, and all that other stuff. So it's just not your choice to make.
Okay. Yeah, want to chime in?
Yeah. I seen a tweet that I feel like they live in a pretty good state. Our governor's pretty solid.
North
He had a tweet.
he's-
Yeah.
He just signed
Yeah,
something to protect abortion rights.
Yeah. So he tweeted out, he was like, politicians should stay out of the doctor's office. And I was like, I fuck with this man. So yeah, that's basically, I agree basically with everything I said.
Yeah, we can chime in. But basically, I feel like we're all on the same page. I think that things probably should have stayed the way they were before. But I also feel like the Democrats kind of saw everything that was happening for like many, many years, and no one did anything to let them go ahead and reverse Roe versus Wade. And now it's kind of like it's not too late, but why did you ladies get all the way to this point for us to say that, now let's go ahead and like react against it or anything like that?
I mean, well, because you said the Democrats like let it slide, but I feel like Trump is the one that appointed those people into cabinet, so Democrats can't really like take them out. So send me to Trump.
It all boils down.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Oh, wow.
All right, so let me. I feel like I gotta explain myself. All right.
Okay.
So for me personally, I'm against
Like
abortion.
devil's
I
advocate.
know
You just said I gotta explain
Why do you think
myself.
you're against abortion?
Devil's advocate is that everybody is on the same page but me, but I want to explain it for it to make sense.
Mhm.
So one, like you're all saying, government should not decide what you can do or not do to your body. That's one. That shouldn't be so. But for me personally, I'm against abortion. But like you said, it's an instance where you have a miscarriage, you have, you know that the kid's gonna have special needs, whatever. Those instances, I understand why you would do that. To take the baby out, you already know that it's not gonna happen. If the baby's dead in you,
Yeah.
I'm sure you keeping the baby in there is only gonna hurt you, your physical being more as well too. Having to wait to give a dead baby out, that's traumatizing. But for me personally, just my religious beliefs, I'm against abortion. Like I always tell my friends, God forbid, knock on wood, if I was having a kid right now, abortion would not necessarily cross my mind. Of course, we can say that I can say this now, but if I was in that situation, maybe I'll think different. But that's just me. That's just me. But I understand it. You shouldn't tell a woman what to do with their body. But which kind of leads into my next question is, I can tell a woman not to do with her body, right? So you can decide that you want to have an abortion or not have an abortion. But as the guy that you cahoots with,
They are grown here.
cahoots with, and you know, y'all did what y'all did, now you're pregnant, but he necessarily doesn't have to say so as to what you wanted, as to what should be done with the baby. But it took two people to put y'all in that situation in the first place. Why is it that after that action takes place, and now the conversation literally becomes it's just pretty much just the girl's choice? Your opinion on that? Why is it so?
I feel
Heavy question.
I feel like no matter what the circumstances is, that baby's mostly going to be the woman's responsibility. It's off of her. Like nurturing, taking care of, the whole 9 months, the strain is on the woman's body. So if she is not equipped to deal with that, and people steal this change all the time. So the guy might be all in it now, and then he randomly doesn't want to be in the relationship. The child is still going to be the woman's responsibility. So that's why I'm just like, she should still choose.
Can you explain the question one more time?
No, I was saying like if you had a baby with a guy, right, and
Pregnant.
you got pregnant, and then you decide that the decision is pretty much in your hands. Well, if he says he doesn't want the baby, and you say you want the baby, you can keep it because it's your body.
Mhm.
But if he says he wants it, I'm constricting myself, but the choice is in your hands. That's what I'm saying. What his opinion don't really matter because you're gonna choose to do what you want to do. But it took two people to put you in that situation in the first place. Why is the choice in your hands solely, but not his as well?
Well, I kind of agree with you on that. Like, it should be a mutual choice between the man and the woman. But then at the end of the day, what Lola said, like, I'm gonna be carrying the baby for 9 months, and for whatever reason, if we want to get into, we don't want to be together anymore, that baby's gonna be my responsibility. So, like, in the beginning, if it's like a little argument or whatever, like, I don't want to keep the baby, but he wants to keep the baby, I would listen to, like, what he has to say. Like, are you providing for the baby? Like, are we in a good place in our relationship to have baby? But that's a hard one. That's definitely a hard one.
So, first I would have to say is you were saying that religious views is the reason why someone might be against abortions or whatever. I just don't feel like you can force your religion on somebody else.
Same.
So if you can't force Jesus on somebody, you can't force the views of Jesus on somebody else either. That don't make no sense. So stay in your little bubble, and if you're against abortions, then stay away from abortions. But to add on to your thing, whatever, right? So I just think that a woman is pregnant, the guy wants to keep the baby. She doesn't want to do it, so she goes ahead and has an abortion. That's fine. But at the very beginning, if the woman is pregnant, the guy's like, I don't want to have this baby at all. I just don't think it's really fair for him to be on child support later on in life. If he's
I was
I
about
want
to
this
go
kid
right
from the
into
very, very beginning. Now, I feel like if he does say that,
No, continue.
I do feel like if at the beginning he says that, oh, I do want to have the baby, I go ahead through the whole 9 months and have the baby, and then he's like, this ain't for me, then he should definitely be on child support like 100%. But when day one or first month or whatever, he's letting you know that, hey, I don't want to have this kid, I'm not really ready for this right now. I just don't think it's really right for you to know that he didn't want to have the kid, and you go ahead and go through with having the kid, and now he's on child support.
I mean, we're grown adults. You know how baby comes to this world. If we're not having protected sex and we end up getting pregnant, you know what's gonna happen.
But then you can say that with, how can you have the choice to have an abortion because you as a grown person, you had sex in the beginning with, you knew that, oh, I'm having sex, I could possibly get pregnant, but now you have the out to have an abortion, but he doesn't have no out at all.
You pretty much know what the consequences was as well too.
I understand what you're saying.
Just food for thought.
No, it's not because I feel like
no, exactly.
to me, I feel like it should be a case where this might sound selfish, but it's true. It should be a case where if I tell you that I don't want to have a kid, I should be protected as well too.
The goal wasn't to create a baby. Little nigga just came. Little nigga just came.
No, as horrible as that sounds, it's the truth. It's the truth. I shouldn't be faulted for something that I didn't want to happen. Of course, everything has consequences, but if you choose that, okay, you want to keep it, and I'm on the other spectrum, why I gotta pay for it?
I mean,
It's
you still created a nigga.
I get it, but if the roles are reversed and you decide that you want to get an abortion,
I just feel like at the end of the day, like there's never gonna be a win-win. Like somebody gonna have to sacrifice. What you gonna do? You gonna do? Beat the baby out of here?
Now you just go ahead and carry the baby out.
you can't maybe not. I agree. But I feel like it is a conversation and a topic where it ain't even about toughness. Guys, we always gonna lose that conversation. It's a guarantee. We're not gonna win that conversation.
I mean, but I had this conversation with somebody that was like, at the end of the day, life's not fair. So unfortunately, women are the ones that are going to go ahead and deal with the whole 9 months of actually carrying a baby. So maybe they should have
not
more
even
say.
9 months is forever. Like,
Yeah.
Some of us ain't
like
gonna say
in
it.
the body.
Yeah. You're right.
So maybe they should have more say than we do. But I do think like my feelings should be thrown in there just a little.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, this is tough, but a lot of people are not in this situation. But I feel like me personally, I'm really, really, really going to try hard to have a really good relationship with my baby's dad or husband in that time. Like, but a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
Speaking into existence.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go into some other.
So does anyone else have any points to put about this?
Enough of this baby shit.
Hey, look, nobody threw no hands. We
Lighten the mood up a little bit.
All right. One. All right. Do you believe you should be addressed the way you dress? As a man, as a woman as well too.
Elaborate, please.
I mean, give us an example.
Yeah.
What is this woman wearing that?
that requires you to disrespect.
I wouldn't say necessarily disrespect. That's OD.
No, because
All right.
Okay, give us an example.
Yeah.
There's a girl coming on the street. What is she wearing?
Oh God.
She read that
All right. She wearing some some little short dress where every step she takes, she gotta do this.
Wait, damn. That's some long shorts.
No, I'm saying dress.
Okay.
Every step she gotta take, she got pull it down. If she step her left cheek showing,
I'm crying.
you feel me? Like if I see you, I'm not one to disrespect you, but for me, I walk away. But if a guy comes up to you and no, seriously, if a guy comes up to, I'm not saying y'all, but if a guy comes up to her and he's disrespectful, it's like, hey, you showing
Disrespectful.
You show.
I think this is
Hold on. You showing that out already. You trying to show it to me back at my crib.
All right, can I throw another little mention in? All right, let's say it's an Instagram model. She is posting pictures of like, her ass and titties are out, not out all the way out, but not really covering up that much. And then guy slides to her DM and he just like, yo, what's up? I'm just trying to hit. But then let's say there's another girl who is dressed a lot more modestly and the guy slides through her DM like, oh, hey, how are you doing? I get to know you a little bit better. Do you feel like the first girl should have, I guess, the privilege of? I said, I guess. You feel like she should be addressed the same way like the first girl was.
It's tough.
Take a deep breath.
It's tough because, like, as much as I want to say, like, she deserves the world.
Right.
I'm saying, like, if you have
She
your
should-
ass and titties out
she
all
shouldn't
the
be
time,
surprised.
yeah,
Yeah.
she shouldn't be surprised.
I'm actually surprised by that answer.
She
But
shouldn't
okay,
be
keep
surprised that that's the reaction she's getting.
I mean, like, if
Everyone should be respected, like,
Yeah.
in a fair world, but
she-
you know how niggas are.
if the majority of your feed is like booze, but like you're not showing anything else.
Yeah,
Where's your personality? What do you expect? That's just my
yeah, I agree.
I feel that.
The way, because honestly, the way I think about that, why I even thought about that question, was because one, if we're together, you're pretty much showing me and I'm showing you, if that makes sense.
Are you saying we're a reflection of each
Yeah,
other?
I couldn't think of the word.
I
It's something that
me.
you're representing me and I'm representing you. So I think it's really important as to how you dress.
But you
But
should know
then,
that from the
yeah,
jump.
but I said,
What don't you
you
know
gotta
you're
know.
wearing?
Apparently, not the
Every 2
not the-
seconds. Look, my thing is, they're and it's so common. It's like there are things that you can. I'm not gonna tell you what to wear because I'm not gonna be with you. But there's ways to actually really look beautiful and whatnot, looking really sexy, than pulling your what's name down every 2 seconds. To me, that just irks me. Like
Yeah,
when I'm in public and
it's
I
a
see
pain point
that,
of view.
when I'm in public and I see that, it's like if you're gonna be doing that the whole time while you're wearing the fur blade, but that's you. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just look at you. That's just my
So
stance.
my-
on
But
that.
that goes into something else too.
I don't
Because what
know.
if I'm more well endowed and I want to wear well endowed and more
She's
voluptuous,
Yeah, curvy.
and I want to wear something, but this skinny girl over here can wear it, but I can't wear it.
I mean, it's 2020, 2022. They're gonna make something to fit the body
I was about to say that,
depict
like, dressing for your body type.
Yeah, that's important too.
Not to
So-
say like, oh, you just don't wear certain
Yeah.
stuff, but like, there's also ways to look flattering and things that.
You feel like
and
you
confidence.
shouldn't have to like adjust yourself for other people. Is that kind of like what you're trying to get at?
No. I mean, I think I dress fine, so I can't really say that, but I don't know. It's a tough situation.
I have a side question though. Let's say you guys are in a relationship or whatever. You about to go out with your man, and you come out and he's like, "Oh, I think your dress is a little too short. Would you change?"
I mean, yeah, I would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are y'all saying that though? Are you telling your girl her dress is too short?
Yeah, I mean, to a point, yeah. If it's too short, it's too short, baby. Like, come on.
I know you're gonna say because you talk about short dresses the whole time.
Come on.
Yeah. Same. But I mean, also kind of going back to the point of like, you know what girl you dating. So
Right.
most likely you're gonna know whether she's gonna put on a short
Yeah.
dress or not. So
That would
most of
have.
the times you won't really have to address it.
If I had to tell my girl to change, that's got to be something out the blue.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yeah,
she
probably
knows.
something
Yeah.